Joining me now, former Speaker of the House, Fox News contributor Newt Gingrich. He's also the author of the upcoming book, Defeating Big Government Socialism, available for pre-order now. Newt, so those people who are crowing the most about this this tenuous grasp on democracy are the ones working hardest to undermine it.
Well, let me say, first of all, I thought your opening monologue was beyond terrific. I thought you captured exactly where we are, not just here, but around the world, the whole effort by the elites to hold on to power no matter what. Yeah, but look, here's the core problem for the Democrats. They apparently have signaled that they know in advance that tomorrow's inflation numbers are going to be staggering. They have this game where they talk about it being Putin's price hike. Nobody believes that. And so they've got average everyday voters, whether they're African-American, Latino, white, Asian, it doesn't matter. They're going to the gas station. They're trying to fill up their tank. The last time I did it with Callista was $92. They're then going to the grocery store. They're trying to buy groceries. Everything's more expensive. And I don't care how the Democrats message it. How are you going to get people to be more frightened of some theoretical problem, you know, Donald Trump in 2024, than the reality that people are watching the system break down? They're watching 18,000 people a day projected to come across the southern border. That's the city of Atlanta every single month. They're watching rising crime rates, rising carjackings, and they're looking around thinking, none of this is working. So the Democrat problem is you can't scare people enough with some political theory when they're already being frightened by the reality you've created.
Now, to your point about this messaging, Newt, MSNBC decided to drag out, I think, New York City's worst mayor to offer his trenchant perspective on it. Watch.
Joe Biden is a good messenger.
He is.
You can relate to him across the ideological spectrum. He actually has the ability to reach everyday working people. But what we're not hearing is a message. If I asked you around the table, what's the Democratic message right now, half a year out from an election? I don't know what that message is.
Newt, I'm gonna like just burst out laughing on national TV. Because they actually think they have a messaging problem. They don't think there's a substantive problem
Laura,
here.
That is such a low blow. I can't believe you did that. Bill de Blasio is arguably the worst mayor in the history of New York. Now, I think it's fair to say Biden is working his way towards being the worst president in the history of the United States. And certainly, I think Kamala Harris has already won the award as the dumbest person ever elected vice president. But to bring Bill de Blasio out to defend Joe Biden, I think is just cruelty.
No, Newt, it's great to see you tonight, as always. And I look forward to reading your book. Oh, I have time for one more question. They say I have time. Oh, yes. And Newt, your new book, this is what I wanted to ask you about. The screen went blank. But it's coming out in just a short while. Young people especially, I think, need to read this book because all they hear in school too often is that government will take care of the problem. If we only had more government spending, we'll save the planet. So why is this important now?
Well, it's important because when we did some work on the American Majority Project, we found that if you pitted free market capitalism against big government socialism, it was 59 to 16 if people were given a choice. And if you asked swing voters, it was 82 to 18. And the reason is young people who might have said, well, socialism sounds good. When you put big government with socialism, they go, are you crazy? Because they have a pretty good idea. Big government just doesn't work. It's a huge amount of money, huge bureaucracies, and very little product. And I think in that sense, big government socialism is the beginning of the end of the Democratic Party as a serious competitor.
Yeah, let's see if the National Librarians Association actually gets your book in the school libraries. Parents should lobby to make that happen. That's what needs to happen. Newt, thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.